I see townships as being different to what they are right now. When I drive into townships and I see the shacks, I don't see the shacks in my mind, and I see people growing their own food and people providing for themselves, and I see just dignity being restored.
FoodPods is an organization that produces vegetables in the townships with the help of local people.
In this area of Philippi, 4 square kilometers is 181,000 people, and most of them are poor. There's probably a 90% unemployment rate in this community, and people are literally starving. So on this particular site, we are going from seed to customer. There's no middleman, there's no marketplace, which is quite amazing.
Also, the way he's done it, he's established his businesses, and he's helping generate. So it's not just giving. He's actually taking them and he's teaching them something, and from that they can actually earn an income going forward.
We don't grow in the ground like ordinary farmers do. We grow in containers because it removes all of the effort out of it for the old ladies that are actually running the site. They don't have to do any digging or any picks or any spade work or anything like that.
I can do anything. I see the sowing, the beating, or a part. My love is on growing veg. The most of the time I'm working in the garden.
I've known Mama Rosie for many years now, many years. I think we're coming up on 10 years. And she was the perfect person that I used to look for and still do look for, going into townships and find people that are just value-centric and matriarchs in their community.
I just focus on what I'm doing, but when I count now, I'm involved with Peter for 9 years.
Peter's story is actually quite something. He was a very successful investment broker.
I spent all of my life driving my own personal ambitions, and then 14 years ago I discovered I had a terminal incurable disease and I had cancer. When I looked at my life, I realized I'd never done anything for anybody else on the planet but myself. So I had an epiphany that I should give up my high life and 4x4s and Porsches and financial services, and I should come down to Cape Town and go into the slums, into the townships, and try and see if I could help as many people as I could. And I've been doing it ever since. About a year ago, I was introduced to Chad Cougar, the CEO of Premier Foods. And he jumped on an aeroplane and he flew down to come and visit our site. And then he said to me, what would make our dream come true?
When I see the farmers, they got that big industrial tunnels. I wonder, how can I get it one day?
If you're given the right infrastructure, you can increase your yield tremendously. But if you're poor, you never have access to that. And those words touched Chad's heart, I guess.
Premier Food sponsor us with that whole renovation. To me, it was like a dream. And you know what was make me happy? The community people's benefit a lot in this project.
Everything that you see has been built by this community. Every single thing that you see is Ikasi style. It was built by people from the location. That's our model. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to find a way for poor people to feed themselves in a way that's financially sustainable. And Blue Ribbon have just been amazing to us in terms of helping us to scale up this project and take it to where it needs to be.
Blue Ribbon specifically, every bakery manager and every bakery has their own projects that they get involved in. It's not something that's dictated from at head office. The head office doesn't say to each bakery, you need to invest in this project or this charity. It's something that every bakery manager and every bakery does of their own accord, out of the goodness of their own heart.
So we looked at another type of project with Peter, using his hub as a basis in the township.
We created this very lightweight wheelbarrow type device, a mobile sales cart. That's the fancy name that we've given it.
So the concept is they will get their trolley with bread in it, they'll push it around the community, they will sell the bread to the community, and by doing that they will generate themselves an income.
Premier is all about growing together, and that goes into people and building them up.
It's about transcendence, it's about hope, it's about a sense of humanity. When people see that out of nothingness there are people that can create beauty and bring this type of opportunity to the township.
If you can change the life of one of those people, if you can make a difference in one person's life, then you've made a difference to the country.
I've met real people on the ground and I see their strong desire to better their own lives, just given that opportunity, just given the resources and that shot. They grab it with both hands, and in that there's tremendous power, and I think it's going to be that power that ultimately is going to change our whole country.